You know that feeling when you're home alone and every little sound makes your heart skip a beat? Well, let me tell you about my experience house sitting for my aunt last summer. A story that still gives me chills to this day. It was a beautiful suburban home, the kind you'd see in those perfect family magazines. 3 bedrooms, pristine lawn, white picket fence, the works. My aunt was going on a 2-week vacation, and I thought it would be a nice chance to have some alone time. Maybe catch up on some reading. The first few days were completely normal, but then things started getting strange. It began with subtle creaks in the walls. You know how houses settle at night. This was different. These creaks seemed to follow me from room to room, like footsteps trailing behind me. Then came the banging. Not loud, aggressive banging, but deliberate, rhythmic thumps inside the walls. I'd press my ear against the wall, and it would immediately stop, only to start again in another part of the house. The dogs in the neighborhood seemed to sense something too. They'd bark in unison at random times, always facing my aunt's house. One night, I was in the kitchen making tea when I saw it. A chair slowly sliding across the dining room floor. No draft, no explanation, just smooth, deliberate movement. I called my parents, but they just said old houses do weird things. But this wasn't just weird. This was terrifying. The worst part? The voices. They started as whispers. So faint, I thought I was imagining them. But they grew clearer, not enough to make out words, but enough to know they were there, like fragments of conversations just beyond my understanding. After a particularly frightening night where every object in my room seemed to vibrate, I broke down and called a local priest. He came the next day, and the moment he walked in, he got this look on his face. The kind of look that tells you you're not crazy after all. He performed a blessing, walking through every room with holy water and prayers. The energy in the house changed immediately. The oppressive feeling lifted, the noises stopped, and the voices, they just vanished. My aunt returned a few days later, and when I told her everything, she wasn't even surprised. Turns out, every previous house sitter had similar experiences, but she never believed them. She sold the house 6 months later, and I heard the new owners moved out within weeks. To this day, I can't explain what happened in that house, but I learned something important. Sometimes, when you're alone and something feels wrong, maybe, just maybe, you're not being paranoid after all. And those creaks in your house at night, well, maybe don't investigate too closely.